Hello, I'm Talia and I'm this year's head girl. Today I'm here with Mr. Matthew Shoults, who will be joining us as principal in January, and I'm just going to ask you a couple questions. Could you tell us a bit about your background?
So I was brought up in East Sheen, and after school I went off and read classics at university, and then after a couple of years dabbling in the civil service, education came calling. So I spent 4 years teaching in a boys' school, and then I moved and have spent the last 20 years teaching in two girls' schools, one teaching classics and leading classics up in northwest London, and then I've been principal at the school in Ealing for the last 8 years.
What do you enjoy doing outside of work?
So I'm a keen musician, violinist, singer, and not very good pianist. I'm a very keen hill walker, enjoy climbing lots of mountains in Scotland and on the continent, and spend lots of time with my now 1-year-old daughter, seeing what mischief she's getting up to.
What attracted you to the role of principal at Surbiton High School?
I knew quite a lot about Surbiton, but actually it was visiting, and really when I saw the role advertised that I got really excited. I just thought that, well, firstly meeting the students, I was very excited when they talked to me about the school, and there was a sense of ambition but also groundedness and friendliness about them that just knocked me out, and a sort of sense of pride in the school. I was also just, when I was shown around the school, I just saw the energy in lessons, and I just sensed the sense of the co-curricular involvement, and the sport is dazzling, but it's also the music and drama and everything. I just felt this sort of energy around the school.
Do you have any key experiences in your career that have shaped your approach to values in education?
So I think the most telling ones for me have been where I've seen girls gain confidence, either from suddenly discovering the subject they love because of the teacher's huge enthusiasm, or where they found a co-curricular activity that has just been their niche and where it's driven up their confidence and just given them a really strong sense of identity. And that's when I think those two things can make a huge difference to a girl's sense of identity and belonging, and above all, confidence.
What is your approach to fostering academic excellence alongside personal development?
So I think it's a bit of what I've just mentioned. I think it's in the classroom, teachers who absolutely believe in students and don't sort of set ceilings on what a student can achieve, but put floors underneath them and say, okay, we're going to lift up your sense of what you can do, and also give them a sense of excitement about the subject, not just inside the classroom, but outside the classroom. I think that makes a difference. And I think in terms of personal development, I think the opportunity for students to grab hold of responsibilities makes a huge difference. I think there's this sense that students might be leaders or might not be leaders by nature, but actually I think if you help a girl take on a responsibility, no matter how small or large, they get a huge sense of confidence boost from sort of saying, I made that happen, or I helped organise that. And then they just sort of think, I've done that, what can I do next?
What are you most looking forward to about working with the pupils at Surbiton High School?
I think from what I've experienced so far, their ideas, their enthusiasm, their genuineness, their honesty. I just find in conversation with everyone I've met so far, there's a sort of openness to talk about what they love, but also just being quite candid about their feelings about things.
What message would you like to share with pupils and their families as you start this new chapter?
Well, I can't wait to start in January. I'm hugely looking forward to joining the community. I've loved meeting students and parents and staff already, but I can't wait to lead Surbiton forward beyond its 140th year, and just seeing what we can do in the next decade and beyond to support the girls at Surbiton.
Thank you very much, and we are very looking forward to having Mr. Shoults join us in January as principal.